Okay, we're going to do Holy Forever in sign language today. And I try not to repeat too much. I try to do enough that you can get it, but if you need more repetition, you can just watch it again. So I try to get this into as few videos as I can. So hopefully we can do this in one or two videos. Remember, I'm left-handed, so mirror image me if you're right-handed. All right, so the first line, and this is the Chris Tomlin version, which is the closest, I think, to what may be the same as what we're doing in church on Sunday. So anyway, 1,000 generations falling down in worship. So 1,000 generations is 1,000. For generations, you start back here and you go this way. 1,000 generations. 1,000 generations. And remember, I spend less time on signs that we've done before, so you might need to go back and watch previous videos if you're a little confused. Falling down in worship. So for that, we're going to do the bowing. So you can start on your feet and bow to give a falling down impression rather than just kneeling like that. Falling down in worship. To sing the song of ages to the Lamb. So when we have sing the song, so this is sing, it's also song. If you want to, and you can just do that. If you want to differentiate sing versus song, there are a couple ways you could do that. You could do sing and then initialize with an S for song. That's what I always used to do. But I've recently sing this for sing. So you could do sing a song that way. That's probably what I'm going to do. To the lamb. So for lamb, we've had that before. It's like you're shearing the lamb or the sheep. And all who've gone before us and all who will believe. So we're talking about past believers and future believers. So, so we have all who've, which you could leave that off if you want. For gone before us, rather than, I don't want to just do gone before us. I think the connotation really is not going somewhere, but it's having lived before, lived in the past. So, and I've watched some other people and what they've done, and most of them are doing like lived in the past. It's really believers who've lived in the past, not just everybody who's lived in the past. So I don't know if there's time to really say believers lived before us. You know, you could do believers lived in the past, but there's probably not time for that. So I'll probably just do lived in the past. And then all who will believe. So there's a future connotation to that. So that would be all. And again, I would leave off the who if necessary. For will, this is future. So I'm going to do, will is a little bit, but we're really talking about believing in the future. So it's okay to go out farther if you want to say all future believers. And in fact, if you put the person sign on, then you could definitely leave off the who. You could say all future believers. Okay, so I think that's what I'll want to do is all future believers. So, in fact, for all who've gone before us, you could say all believers past, right, and skip the live. So the live past is definitely easier, but you know, believers of the past is probably more accurate as to what the song is talking about. It's all believers of the past and all future believers. So let's So all believers past and all future believers. That might be what I go for. We'll sing the song of ages to the Lamb. So again, we have sing the song. For ages, there are several things you could do. A lot of people do forever. Sing the song forever to the Lamb, which it actually says that in some future lines, sing the song forever to the Lamb. This says sing the song of ages to the Lamb. Some don't differentiate that, but I think I will. So I'm going to do sing the song. So this is ages. You've got like a T for time, and remember the sign for hour where you go around the clock like that. So here's my T for time. So that's representing ages or time, a long time. So I think I'm going to go with that to differentiate the verse it says forever. So sing the song of ages to the Lamb. Okay, your name is the highest, your name. And I think of this as N's for name that are opened up. So name is the highest. So you can go high and then put on the, gotta see my words, but I've got to back up so you can see me. So take my H, you can do an H like that or that. So highest, put the supreme thumb on it. Your name is the greatest. Now for greatest, you can do several things. You can make like the sign for great as in large. You can do it with G's, you can do it with L's, or you can just do the hand like that. Or you could say your name is the most wonderful, because the greatest could mean that too. So it depends on how you want to interpret. So your name is the highest, your name is the greatest. And of course, that's just saying wonderful. It's not most wonderful. You could put on a supreme sign again if you wanted to. You could even do that with this, great, greatest. I'll probably do this. Your name stands above them all. So and remember yours the flat hand as opposed to just you. Or if you do this, that's also like you, but flat possessive hand points towards the one possessing. So that's your name. So your name stands above them all. Your name stands above them all. All thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Okay, so this is the one that took a little bit of real thought. So we have all for thrones, do the seat sign, and then the armrests of the throne. So some people leave off the seat sign. So all thrones and dominions. Now, for dominions, it's not really a sign for that. So I saw one lady do, she said nations. I've always done this for nations, and that for this for country. So so she did that, nations, country. The word for dominion means to rule or is sovereign. And so I'm going to use the rule sign. And dominions would really rule. This would be a verb to rule, but dominions as a persons ruling or sovereign people. So I'm going to do a ruler for dominions. So not just rule, but a ruler. So we've got all thrones and dominions, the rulers. All powers, you got a P there, that's a P. Powers, you can do a flat hand like that or a flat curved hand. And positions. A couple things you might try for positions. I saw one person who did like 3 people signs in a row for different positions. the actual sign for position in ASL is the same as place. So you take your P's and you go like this. So that would be a position, but we're talking about a person who's in a position of power. So I'm going to do position, a personal position, okay? So that's a person who's in the position of power. So that's going to be all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Your name stands above them all. So that's your name stands above them all. Okay. Or you could even do that, above them all. But I'll probably literally do above them all like that. Okay. And the angels cry. So and is optional. The angels cry, holy. All creation cries holy. Now I saw some do world. You could do world. I'm going to do C's for creation because that's how I always sign creation. It's like, the world or the universe with U's, creation with a C. Cries holy. You, or you could do you this way, just don't do the possessive. So you or you are lifted high. Now again, there's different ways you could do this. So some people just do the high, some people just do the lift, some do some combination. I'm probably going to lift and then turn one of them into the high and keep going up. So you could just do lifting high, or I'm going to probably do lifting and then do the H for high. So, and then holy, holy forever. Okay? So that's like an always and then a Y going forward into the future forever. All right, how are we doing? We're at 12. I think I better stop there and do the second part for the rest of the song, second video.